Edgar. This is easily a full skip for me, especially if I have Locke's burst. This will be a value banner for me.
Yeah.
Dessel and Papalymo. If Dessel makes me waste a bunch of tickets again, I'll hate him for life.
A wise man once said,
It's just about self-control and capitalizing on your good luck and minimizing the loss on your bad luck.
Who said this?
me.
Hey, all Jin Lee here. Yeah, so I do know that I lucked out with the free pulls, but I'm just gonna capitalize my good luck and not spend any resources on this cycle and just token the BT. I'll save my resources for future LDs that I would rather want. So I'm just gonna leave Dessel and Edgar. Just gonna pass on them. I got little potato boy here and I got Locke, so that's good enough for me. I do want to do a little how to play Papalymo with commentary because I think this team is really fun, even though overpowered. This team synergy I really love. The amount of turns that everybody takes can capitalize on Garnet's overhead and Papalymo's buff, so a lot of free stuff here. So the boss is Dark Bahamut. Yeah, he's actually not a big deal. He has his normal recast ability and then his plus recast ability. And the plus recast ability is when his orb is up. And we just need to deal 300k damage on the second turn of a consecutive turn to increase the orb by 10. We're not going to need a friend here. This team is ridiculous as it is. Hopefully Garnet does start first. I do want her burst effect up right away. Perfect. She is first, even though the other two are behind the enemy. Alright, so we'll start with skill 1. Usually I like to do free skill on AA just to increase her stacks, but I want to get a burst effect up right away, so let's just go ahead and AA here. And Kate Sith LD call is OP, so let's get that up. I'm assuming that Garnet's not going to take hardly any turns, so just get everything up right away. And then we'll just do the burst now. Yeah. If anybody's seen my pool for her and Aiko, I think it's pretty funny, their relationship. So I kind of made a joke about that, where I only cared about Garnet and I didn't care about Aiko. Aiko's cute though, I would have loved to get her, but she dodged me, so screw her. Alright, so we'll drop her debuff down, get that 20% HP damage up. Actually, I should have brought Curse on maybe. Oh well. But yeah, all these extra turns are going to add up to Garnet stacks. And we'll use the free skill on skill 2 plus first. Generally, this is how you guys start with him, skill 2 plus into EX. All of these are instant turn right at the start. And then we're gonna go straight into his Brave plus Xeno thing. Whenever he has a Polyglot, you're gonna always use Brave plus Xeno Glossy. And it's instant turn rate as usual, and we can just take a bunch of turns. We'll just use the LD now. That's also instant turn. And we're just abusing Garnet's burst effect and her overhead with this little potato. Now we got 2 stacks of Polyglot and her overhead attack goes off. This is insane. So when we got the stacks, we just go to Xenoglossy right away. Probably butchering the name, but it's fine. And do the other one. every time you got a Polyglass stack, just dump it on the Xenoglossy. And then we got the skill 2 plus version from the LD. Finally, Alice gets to go. We can always use her EX when it's up, but we'll put down the LD debuff first. Yeah, somebody should have had Kurosame. One of these two should have had Kurosame. It's okay. Both of these were 20% HP damage up debuffs, so it's not bad. So I did do a little how to play for Alice before too. Simple EX whenever it's up. So it's up. Actually, he's gonna come out of break, so let's just go ahead and make him come out of break and increase Garnet's overhead stacks also. He should come out of break after this one, so we'll AA. And then we'll go ahead and use skill 1 because that's more single target focused. And does she jump? Yeah, she does jump. Perfect. And there goes Garnet's overhead. Turn hoggers with Garnet is just ridiculous. So these two are really funny. A little small girl and guy. Alright, let's just get our stacks up over 5. Mana over 5. So now she can use Enchanted Redoublement after. And Garnet. We'll see where she jumps. We already used skill 1, so I might as well use skill 2. This shouldn't hurt at all, especially with sapping him. Okay. Okay, I'm right. It didn't hurt at all. Alright, so he has a Xenoglossy from all those turns Alice took. And there goes her overhead. This is ridiculous. There goes his orb again. Alright, so we can go ahead and use LD. This will be instant turn. We're just abusing Kate's LD call too. And his EX is up, perfect, so we got Xenoglossy now. And then we can go into EX. That will give another Xenoglossy. The LD put him in fire stance. Whatever, it's fine. And we got another Xenoglossy here, so let's use it. And there goes her overhead again. What is going on? This is only turn 4. This is ridiculous. Alright, then we got the launch for the skill 2 plus. Beautiful. And anytime the EX is up, use the EX. And you're using Enchanted Redoublement here. Look at that. Goodness gracious. And my LD buff just went off. Right. So let's go ahead and LD. That's simple, just EX whenever it's up, refresh your LD buff, and get your mana over 5 and Enchanted Redoublement. That is LSA in a nutshell. And with Garnet here, in a normal fight, I would burst plus now just because she has a Kate Sith call, but no need. We're gonna let little potato finish it off. We'll let him finish it off and summon. You got a Xenoglossy and everything set up, so let's just go ahead and AA. We'll get her overhead stack up again, and then we'll get it up again. This is obviously overkill. He's gonna die regardless, but you know me. I just do things as much as possible. And we got our consecutive turns ready. He's gonna just finish this off. Xenoglossy. There we go. If I'm pronouncing it wrong, I bet I'm ruining everyone's ears who knows how to pronounce it right. And we go into LD. We get another Xenoglossy. Sue me if it's pronounced wrong. You can tell me if I'm pronouncing it wrong, and I'll correct it. And we have another Xenoglossy now, and an EX. So it goes Xenoglossy into EX into Xenoglossy. This is this is over with. Little potato boy. But this is pretty much how he abuses Garnet. Alice and Papalymo, they abuse Garnet's overhead. Garnet's only taking like 2 turns. And Alice also abuses Papalymo's buff, which gives him the Xenoglossy. You never want to use Foul. I don't think I mentioned that earlier, but you never want to use Foul. It's just weaker. It helps with his longevity. It'll give him free skill use afterwards, but it's unnecessary, especially for if you're bringing a team like this. So 8 turns. Didn't even use Garnet's burst phase. I've actually never seen her gold buff yet, if I'm being honest. This is one of the rare times I've actually used my own Garnet. The fight's always over before I can even get the gold buff on, before I can see the finishing move. And the friend unit obviously never has the gold buff or finishing move. So yeah, outside of the showcase that Square Enix did, I still haven't seen the gold buff or Garnet's finishing move, but it's fine. She's just so crazy. She's so crazy, and I thought that this is a good showcase of Papalymo abusing Garnet and abusing Papalymo and Garnet. So yeah, hopefully that was enjoyable. I did take the time to commentary that because I think Papalymo is a little bit complicated as well, I guess. It's simple once you understand it, but he does have a lot of buttons to press, kind of, and a lot of instant turn rate and a lot of changing skills. So essentially you want to start off with skill 2+, into his EX, and then the Xenoglossy. Generally his fire stance will give him that skill 2+, or his LD will give him his skill 2+. So that's ideally what you're trying to get. And they do give some buffs too, but just as long as you don't let those skill 1 or skill 2 buffs fall off, then his Xenoglossy can keep stacking up from other people's actions. And obviously don't let that LD buff fall off either. His EX extends it, so use his EX whenever it's up. Just make sure that you aren't overcapping on polyglot stacks, which is the overhead buff. It's max at 2, so anytime you have the polyglot stacks up, just use it on the Xenoglossy, and that's pretty much it. Alright, hopefully you enjoyed. Hopefully this was helpful. And yeah, I figured I'd do something a little bit extra since I was a little bit too lucky in this cycle. I didn't get the burst, but this was pretty damn lucky. I got Locke and Papalymo LDs. I don't have Dessel or Edgar, but it's fine. I'm just gonna capitalize on my good luck and leave those banners be, and I'll token the burst afterwards. And I will green him as well. He is a very unnecessary unit to green, but I'm gonna do it anyways. Alright, I will see you guys next time, and probably fireside chat, which we'll be doing soon. So see you guys then. Bye.